Hey everyone, Husam Sami here from SFX-GLOBAL. It's Monday, markets open. So in this video, I'm going to take you guys through the five pairs I'm looking at this week. And number three, the US 30. You don't want to miss out on this one. So, make sure you guys watch till the very end for a potential insane opportunity I'm going to be looking at on the US 30. So I'll share my bias with you on that, whether I'm bullish or bearish, and a few price targets that I'm looking at in the near future. So let's not waste any time. Let's jump on. I'll see you on there. All right, guys. Welcome to the charts. The first pair I'm looking at here is USD CHF. Now, I always start my analysis on the daily time frame, and this is how I always trade the market. So firstly, if we quickly break this down, you can see that USD CHF was in a downtrend. We had this low, we had this low point here, so we had this low, this high, this low, this high. Now we had a new lower low, and the market structure has broken. So I'm a price action trader. I trade at the highs and lows of the market. I follow trends, and this is one trend I've been following for the last few weeks. And as you can see, we've broken this previous high point here at 0.9650. We have a new higher high here, and now we're at a new level of resistance. If you look left, we have this strong daily resistance. We are reacting to the zone. You can see selling pressure coming here on the wicks. We can see Friday's candle was a strong rejection candle. When you're a price action trader, you understand that the market never moves in a straight line. It always moves in high and low points following a trend. If it's moving upwards, we move in higher highs and higher lows across all time frames. And if we're in a downtrend, we move in lower lows and lower highs as such. So right now, USD CHF, we have a potential higher high forming here. This one at the previous daily resistance, and I'm expecting this move to potentially go long. So if we fail to sell off from this resistance and correct this huge bullish impulsive move that we previously had, the next level I'll be considering is this previous level of resistance here, looking further left. So on that note, once we have selling pressure, and I see selling pressure here at the zone, I will be looking for a few entries on the 1 hour. So first things first, when I look at this, I can already see a potential triple top forming here. So I will simply wait for the new low to form, a lower high to look at taking sell positions, targeting 0.9620, that previous daily zone, this one here, because if you look at this on the daily, we have broken the previous high here. So we will look for this level of resistance to act as support. So this is why this daily zone at 0.9650 will be my potential target if I take sells. So we just have to wait for the market to play out this week and see what happens. Next up, I have gold. Again, we're here on the daily time frame on gold. And breaking this down, we had previously this huge move on gold. So if you zoom out a little bit on gold, me and the community, we took sells here previously, and we could see that previously on gold, we broke these lows. We had this whole new lower low form. We had a lower high forming here. Let me actually, Paulina, cut this part out. So here we are on gold. So now if we break this down, we can see previously, we caught some large sell positions last month on gold. And, previously we had broken this huge level of support. Me being a price action trader, I understand, that if we're bearish on a pair, we move in lower lows and lower highs. So I knew this was the impulsive move on gold. This will eventually bottom out and we'll have a correction. Where that correction is, I teach a few methods on picking this up. If you guys want to find out more, you can find a link in the description if you want to know more about how I trade the markets. But essentially, I look for previous levels of support and resistance that are broken and recent levels. And you can see we have a previous level of support here that we want to act as resistance. And essentially, this is what happened on gold. We had this reaction to the zone. We had this massive bearish engulfing candle, this one here, and there were entries on the shorter time frame to go short. Now, looking at this more closely, at the most recent price action, we can see we have now formed a new lower low here. If we go to the 12-hour time frame, you can see we formed a new lower low, and I will be waiting for the market to push back. And marking out some zones of confluence. We have, previous support here, the previous high, the level of resistance here. So we know in a downtrend, the market makes lower lows and lower highs. So we're expecting this lower high to form around this area here at around 1730. And from there, our targets will be the previous low. So I'll be targeting down here, around 1690. So on this, we have to wait for the market to pull back to this level. So this is simply a patience game, guys. Next up, we have AUD NZD. This is looking very nice for potential long positions. I've had this on my watch list for a while. Here on AUD NZD, you can see we're in this upward channel that I've marked out here for you guys. And you can see in terms of price action, we have broken the previous high over here. This one, we've broken this previous high. We've, formed a new high, and the market's began its pullback. So now I'm waiting for a higher low to occur, roughly around 50% of the impulsive move on the Fibonacci retracement, where I will wait for buying momentum around these levels to potentially go long, looking at 1.1260 on AUD NZD. So the market still has to play out this week. There's still no buying confirmations for me to go long. And as always, guys, remember, this is not investment advice. So always do your own research and, apply your own analysis and things like this. And, only take the trades if they follow the rules of the strategies that you guys are using. Now, next up, I have Euro CHF. This one is looking really good, and this one I like on the 12-hour time frame. I always trade the longer time frames. I like to ride the moves of the larger time frames with entries on the shorter time frames, such as the 1 hour and the 30 minutes. This enables me to trade with massive risk to reward, guys. Now, here again on Euro CHF, you can see very clean price action: lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower high here, a new lower low, an asymmetric double bottom. You can see this low, and we have now a new higher high. So the trend has reversed here for me on Euro CHF. I'm actually bullish, so I'm expecting this to now, pull back. You can see here we have rejected to the previous level of resistance. I expect this to pull back, so we have a new higher high here, higher than this high. I expect it to pull back to this previous level of resistance that I anticipate will act as support around 0.9700 to go long again, targeting 0.9800, not 0.900, targeting 0.9824. So if I mark this out for you guys, the potential target will be up here at 0.9830. So we have a higher high, higher low, looking to go long Euro CHF. And as I promised, guys, yes, lucky last, the US 30. Potential huge move here that I'm looking at to go long if things play out this week. So breaking down the US 30, let's go to the weekly time frame. Let's start this. Let's break this down for you guys, because I want you to to understand this. And again, it's price action. I don't use any indicators, nothing. My charts are clean there, and I like to keep it simple. And looking at the US 30 here, you can see we have commenced a downtrend for quite a while, since earlier this year. Forming lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Now here we had a recent double bottom on the daily, and we have a reversal in that weekly trend. And if I break this down for you guys, you can see here, we have lows, highs, lows, lower highs, lower lows, a double bottom here, and now we have a new higher high. And we are also reacting to this resistance. So you can see it faked out of this resistance. It was very obvious. A lot of people would have been trapped selling here, and now the market is making its correction. And again, where are we? We're at this previous level of resistance here. Bang, we have a reaction here, 31,912, 31,532. It acted as support here as well, looking at this huge wicks. So this is a very important zone in recent months. And if I remove this and now we chart it up properly, we have this level of previous resistance that was broken. We have yes, we broke out, we faked out of this. The market faked out, it was a trap, and now we're correcting. So my target I'm looking for, if I do things play out and I do go long, will be about 34,000. And where will I stop looking for buys? It will be down here, because this is the previous lows. So as we know now, the market looks bullish. We have higher highs, higher lows, and I want to see buying pressure here on the candlesticks on the daily time frame, coming from the zone, and I'll be looking to go long, targeting 34,000. Now, if we do indeed push further down, the trend hasn't reversed here until we break these previous lows clearly. So I need to see a clean break of this support here at 30,000 to turn bearish on the US 30. So let's see how this plays out, guys. And things are looking quite interesting here on the 1 hour for the US 30. Just to give you guys an idea, we are still well and truly bearish. The price action hasn't reversed. The momentum hasn't kicked in, but it's Monday, it's a new week. Let's see what happens. But I will want to see, you can see we had this low, this high, this low. So I will want to see a shift in the market structure as well, from lower lows and lower highs to higher highs and higher lows, to look for long positions. So guys, on that note, as always, this is not investment advice. This is a breakdown on a few pairs I'm looking at for the week. A big one on the US 30, as I just showed you, is a large potential move coming. So if you guys saw some value, please like and subscribe to the channel down below, and keep a lookout for other trading related insights and tips that I post weekly, to educate you guys. So I'll see you on the next one.